Intended, but do you feel the same? Lovers, late at night, I will be right here too. Out of sight, love is under.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Imani P from the DMV. You know where I'm at, you know where I be. Welcome to my channel imaniversus, where I talk about music, culture, and more. Okay y'all, so today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite rock bands. Okay, pop, rock, dance, rock, whatever you want to call them, depending on what era they're in. Paramore. And I want to talk about the phenomenon as to why black people like Paramore. And it's going to be part of my series called White Boy Music. Because I really do miss when white people was white people. But you know, soon come. Because trends come and go, y'all. Trends come and go. And I'm hoping this trend comes back. So anyway, let's get started with the formalities.
I'd rather we just skip the formalities.
So for those of y'all who do not know, Paramore is an American rock band from Franklin, Tennessee, and they started in 2004. The founders are Zach Farrell and our girl Haley Williams, who was originally from Mississippi and moved to Nashville, Tennessee. I guess maybe to start her music career, because she was singing from a young age. And you know, Nashville is one of the places to start your music career. You know, Nashville, New York, LA, Atlanta. You guys know, okay? So to add on to the background, Haley Williams was actually signed as a solo artist to Atlanta Records, and the A&R there wanted her to do pop music, become the next pop girl, but she wanted to do more of rock. She eventually met Zach Farrell and Josh Farrell in a homeschool program, an after school program they were in, and they had a funk cover band called The Factory, with the bassist being Jeremy Davis. From there, the band was actually formed in 2004 with Josh Farrell as the lead guitar and back vocals, Zach Farrell as the drums, Davis as the bass guitar, and Williams as the lead vocals, and Jason Byam as the rhythm guitar, who was, just another person that they added. And they had Paramore. They were super young. They were teenagers, or between probably 14, 17 years old. And by then they had knew each other for a few years now. Like I said, a few of them already had a band together, and they were that good old American rock band, you come home from school and you out there and you in the you in the garage being practicing your rock music, and your parents are in the house oh my gosh, can they please stop? Maybe it's just a phase, you know what I mean? Fun fact, they got their name Paramore from one of their bassist's maiden name, and it's a homophone of Paramore, which means secret lover. Oh my gosh, just that song from Avatar. It's secret tunnel, but secret lover. The first song they've ever written together was called Conspiracy, which was used on their debut album. And their debut album was called All We Know Is Falling. It was a good album. And one of their members did leave, which was Davis, due to personal reasons. Their first single was called Pressure, which failed to chart. And they dropped two more called Emergency and All We Know. And I want to say that whole album and that era of their debut album was based around Davis leaving. And then even their next album, Riot, one of their other bandmates, Hunter Lamb, left because he got married, y'all, which is beautiful, but they were of course sad about it, you know what I mean? I also want to say Riot was probably the first album I listened to by them. I didn't listen to their debut album as a young lad. As an adult, yes, but as a young lad when I first saw them, it was their second album, Riot. And by then they were switching in and out members, like I said. One left to get married, one left for personal reasons. Another member they had to expel a few times due to their lack of work ethic, and they came back and expelled them again. It was just a whole thing. They eventually got a guitarist named Taylor York, and that's the current guitarist now. The person that had to expel was Davis, actually, because first he left for personal reasons, then he came back, then they expelled him, then he came back, During all this time too, they were on many festivals and doing a lot of tour dates. Their songs were charting by the time Riot came out. And after a few more exits, and Davis being upset with Pharoah and Williams because they're getting the more attention, especially Hayley Williams. A lot of I think issues the band members had was like Hayley being like getting all the recognition because she's the lead singer. And it's just like, any other rock band effect or just band effect. The lead singer gonna get the shine, y'all. That doesn't mean y'all not important though, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I get it. But they eventually left, and now we are down to 3 members, which is Williams, Zach, and York. And that is the Paramore we know today. Altogether, Paramore has 6 albums, and I'm ready to get into why their artistry makes black people happy and why, this phenomenon like black people love Paramore is around. Now, this is all theory, y'all. This is not like the exact reason, but it's just what I've noticed and doing research as well. So their genres are mostly rock, pop, punk, emo, power pop, dance, new wave, grunge, all of that stuff, right? And if you don't know what emo is like a rock music genre characterized by emotion and confessional lyrics. And I believe like some of Hayley Williams and just Paramore's lyrics all together really display that and really touched black people that weren't able to express themselves in that way, if you know what I mean. I also want to pinpoint that the lead singer Hayley Williams, some of her inspirations come from all over the place, like Aaliyah and Elvis and the Ramones, the Angels, Freddie Mercury, Etta James, and way more. And she listened to a lot of soul and rock, R&B and pop growing up. And I want to say, because Paramore is a Christian based group, they used to do Christian music even before they got into rock heavily. And I want to say that Hayley Williams having that gospel background, singing Christian music, singing in church, probably has to do with the connection maybe black people have, because we all know if you didn't grow up singing in church, you can't sing. Of course there's exceptions, but just generally speaking, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of singers suck, because they not singing in the church. We're losing recipes, y'all. Okay, so back to my analysis. So how I mentioned their lyrics earlier. So I believe that black people love Paramore because of their lyrics. Black people in general, as a group all around the world, we are the underdogs. We are, the ones always have to fight extra hard to get what we want. The whole thing. And just knowing black people's history and black Americans' history specifically, we relate to lyrics such as Paramore, having that I can make it through type of appeal, especially growing up. I want to say now people are a lot more expressive, but growing up we weren't allowed to express ourselves in that way, and it was nice to listen to a band that wasn't super like metal and like rough sometimes, just like mostly like rock and pop and dance, express their lyrics in a way that we can connect with. I also want to talk about too how black people are emo as well, and not every black person connects with hip-hop and R&B, and it's not like they don't connect to it as in they don't like it. Like, I'm sure there's black people out there that don't like hip-hop and R&B, but I feel like the general consensus as a black child in America growing up is that you need to like rap hip-hop and R&B, and there's many more genres that we are allowed to listen to. And I feel like growing up, a lot of us were either forced to listen to that and listen to that to stay trendy and stay in the in crowd, or you were like me and you listen to every genre, and you're kind of ostracized and made fun of for it, for being white or acting white because you didn't listen to hip-hop and R&B. And don't act like y'all wasn't doing that to other kids growing up. Y'all was. It's okay. We was kids. Just know not to do that as adults. You know what I mean? I also feel too, they weren't going that route where it's like heavy metal, like I hate my mom, I hate my dad, and you know, black people like that music too. But I feel like the general consensus from what I've observed is that the lyrics were more hopeful, they were more soulful based, and that has to do with like Hayley Williams, and her register as a singer. Just kind of like connected with black people and like what we're going through and our emotional stage in life and how we've been feeling. And yeah, I think that's why we like Paramore. Those are just 3 reasons. I'm sure there's way more, and you could probably put in the comments below like why you connect to Paramore if you do listen to them. If you did listen to them as a kid or as an adult as well. I listened to them as a kid all the way up until now. I really wanted to see them in concert, but I didn't get to it this year. But I think the next time they go on the road, I'm definitely going to do it. Because, they were on a brief hiatus, y'all. They back now. But they was on a brief hiatus. But they back now. But I just wanted to add this to a little series called White Boy Music. Because I want to talk about why black people liked the bands that they do. And I want to encourage... white people, please can y'all point me to the white people that still do like white music? Because everybody wants to be black. And where's the Avril Lavigne's? Like, where's the Britneys? Like, where's everybody? I need my balance in music, y'all. I need my balance. It's not balanced right now. It's all over the place. But thank you for watching, you guys. Let me know how y'all feel about, my analysis and just commentary below. This is a very quick, history of Paramore. They've been around for so long, y'all. So I had to really, really condense it. And I hope you guys understood. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video and this channel. And check out my Spotify. I actually think I have a playlist called White Boy Playlist. Or I was making one. But check out my Spotify. And check out all my social medias at imaniversus. And I will see y'all real soon. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I really appreciate it. And bye.
Standing, get it right. What I need from you is everlasting. Lovers at night, I might regret the day. What's it worth? Yeah, can't keep on no more, especially when I'm sober.